Hello everybody, welcome to COR. Today we have our spine movement snack, which is just a 13-minute snippet of movement. It's perfect if you've been seated all day or just need a little bit of a reviver. My name is Annie, I'm so glad that you're here, and we'll get started today in a child's pose. Now remember, it's always best to consult with a healthcare professional if you do have any spiky pains through the body. We'll just be working in a comfortable range of motion today, so no need to push into anything too drastic. Start by taking a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe rocking those hips from side to side, rolling those wrists around in circles. Just bringing some warmth into the body. And then at any point that you are ready, we'll take a big inhale to push to a modified high plank, keeping a little pull of the belly button to spine to maintain some support around the lower back. Breathe in to send yourself forward into that modified plank, and breathe out to press back into your active child's pose. Repeat this movement for a few repetitions. And at any point that feels comfortable, you're welcome to gently drop the pelvis to a hover off the floor, welcoming some extension into the spine. Breath in to send yourself forward, gaze towards the top corner of the room, and exhale, press those hips back. Couple more repetitions here. Take our final child's pose here. You can hang here for a moment, and then we'll bring ourselves into a 4-point kneeling position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's turn those hands out just slightly. For your cat and cow, take an inhale, gaze forward, belly button drops. Exhale, gaze towards your thighs, press the upper back to the sky. Taking a few moments here, stretching out the abdominals as your gaze comes forward, and stretching the back of the body as the gaze goes to your knees. You're welcome to move in any way that's comfortable for you here. That might be your regular cat and cow, or maybe you're taking some gentle circles through your spine. Remember to keep flowing with a constant, steady breath, trying to relax the neck with these movements as well. We'll reset ourselves into our 4-point kneeling with our neutral spine. We'll begin our thread the needle. First option, keeping a little bit of tension through the abdominals. We'll take our left hand behind our head. As you take an exhale, you'll gently kiss your elbow to the floor. And as you inhale, twisting through the waist, elbow up to the ceiling, looking towards your elbow. Imagining that your torso is like a wet towel. And as you twist, you're trying to wring out as much water as you can. This is your first variation. Second variation is your classic thread the needle. You inhale as you reach that left arm up to the sky, looking towards your fingers. And as you exhale, thread this arm under the body, maybe resting the weight of your torso onto that left shoulder. For your final variation here, you might like to hold that arm out to the side, reaching to the side of the room. You'll then keep that length through the arm, reach the arm forward. Trace your fingers along the wall, reach your arm up to the sky, and then flow back into your twist. You can always take that right arm behind your body as you find your final twist. We gently unravel, that left arm reaches back out to the side. Keeping the body still, arm reaches forward, then up, looking at your fingers, and then dive into your twist. Option for a deeper twist, take that right hand to your back. We'll float here just for a few moments. Keep remembering to use your breath to help keep the mind nice and calm. After this last twist, we will reset into 4-point kneeling and make our way over to the other side. You might like to take a quick child's pose here to reset through those wrists, giving the lower back a nice big stretch and maybe noticing any changes that have occurred through your spine or even your mind at this point. And whenever you're ready, let's press up into our 4-point kneeling again and prepare for the other side. Starting with that variation with the right hand behind the head. Exhale, let the elbow kiss the floor. Inhale, twisting through the body, open the chest, elbow up, gaze follows. You might like to continue here. Know that at any time you might like to extend that right arm into your full thread the needle. And just understand that we can keep our spine healthy by incorporating lots of different variations of movement, from twisting to side bending to forward flexion and extension. Making sure that we're keeping those little discs in between our vertebrae nice and hydrated. At any point you can add that variation where the right arm reaches out to the side, then forward in front of you, and reaches up to the sky as you take an inhale, exhale to twist, with the weight coming onto that right shoulder. We have a nice bit of work coming into our core as well here. Those deep abdominals work nice and hard to protect our lower back as they wrap around our lower mid-back, just like a corset, providing a really stable support system for our spine. We'll just take a few more repetitions here. Take our final repetition here. And once you've finished that final twist, let's make our way into a seated or cross-legged position. If those knees or hips are feeling a little bit awkward in a cross-legged position, feel free to sit on a chair or elevate your pelvis with a couple of books or maybe even a pillow. With those arms reaching to the side, we'll take an inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, find a big side bend. Pressing your left butt cheek nice and heavy into the floor so we can maximize the stretch through your back extensor muscles and your QLs. We'll take 4 rounds of breath on this side. On your next inhale, make your way through center, and exhale, find your stretch on the other side for 4 deep breaths. As you inhale, notice how the top of your rib cage expands, and as you exhale, let yourself relax a little bit deeper to the stretch. Again, on that next inhale, let's make our way through center. Exhale back over to the right. Now you're welcome to stay in your classic side stretch, or you can make your way into a handshake stretch. First, drop your chin to your chest and then reach over your right knee, like you're trying to shake someone's hand with your left hand. Finding a stretch either into your lats or that lower part of your spine, and we'll breathe into the back of your rib cage. You might like to take a little rock side to side to find that sweet spot for you. And we'll make our way through center to the other side, taking 4 deep breaths in what we call our handshake stretch. focusing on curling the spine like an angry cat. Now as you make your way back to the other side, you can make this movement a little bit more dynamic. So you'll exhale to find your handshake stretch. Inhale, side stretch. And then come back through center for the other side. Inhale. Exhale, handshake. Inhale, side stretch. Exhale, center. You can make this dynamic, or you can keep it nice and slow like the variation we were in just before. We'll take a few repetitions here. When you have finished this final repetition, let's make our way back through a straight spine and bring our hands behind our head. We'll be taking a couple of circles with our spine here, so again, just a reminder to work within your comfortable range. Firstly, dip your chest, your spine over to the side, round your chest forward, back to the other side, and then your chest is proudly facing to the sky. Allowing your chin to drop to your chest with these circles, and we'll take 4 in each direction. And we'll take these 4 in the opposite direction now. Remember, we're just working in that comfortable range of motion. Big breath in as your chest is nice and proud to the sky, and exhale as your chin drops to your chest. We'll take our last circle here. And to conclude our little snack of movement, we will end with 3 deep breaths. Long through the spine, you'll inhale, arms round out and up. Exhale, hands draw down to your heart center. 2 more like this. Inhale, long through the arms. Last one. And as you bring your hands to your chest, take a moment to notice how the body is feeling. Send some gratitude to yourself for showing up for yourself. Well done, team. I hope we're feeling great after that little bit of movement. Big thank you to you all for supporting this video, and I will see you in the next movement snack. Ciao, ciao.